Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cunningham looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Cunningham. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may
and all the way in for the touchdown. Ricky Williams, 53 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Andersen, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Andersen to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Peterson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. To throw, Namath. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28.
A 5-yard gain on the ball. That's good for a rush.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Team 7. Visitors nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. On the move to his left.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Play fake, now Namath. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Namath eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Namath now from the gun. He's going to let it go again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and
9. Now Cunningham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decision.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Ross, 53 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. it's 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down good and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Namath. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On first down, it's Cunningham. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Cunningham. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. from the gun is Namath. He's got it to Williams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cunningham. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
To throw on 1st down is Namath. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 88 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
This was Washington 14. Our home team 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From just shy of midfield, Namath. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Namath to throw on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw is Namath. Throw left side, complete. That's Peterson. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Here's Namath. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jamin Davis, his second sack of the night. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, 30. 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They start the drive with Peterson. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 2nd down. Now Namath to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's Cunningham. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But
and it's caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, 34 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Cunningham looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Cunningham. And that's complete to Davis. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Off play action, it's Cunningham sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To throw, Namath. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Namath going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Anderson on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score our home team 28, Washington 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was at 4.